What's up, guys? I'm Cody from Top Hat Dudes, and I'm doing Cody's comic book reviews. And let's get started right away. Let's talk about titles that I picked up and I've been reading, and what I think maybe you guys would like to read as well. Let's start off with Red Hood and the Outlaws. I don't know if you can see because of the glare. Oh, there it is. Red Hood and the Outlaws. This is Red Hood and the Outlaws annual #1. Came out this month. Issue 21 coming out next month. I want to say. Why I suggest you read Red Hood and the Outlaws. We just got a new writer, James Tynion IV. He's going in a new direction with it, which I really like. I know a lot of people didn't like Scott Lobdell writing for Red Hood and the Outlaws. He really changed up the characters a lot, and it really angered a lot of people. I didn't mind it. I mean, yeah, sometimes it was really stupid. I didn't like Starfire having memory loss, which James Tynion, spoiler alert, has revoked. Like, is just gone. She chose to like put that out of her mind and all that. I find it interesting that in the 52, Arsenal is not a drug. He's not addicted to drugs. He has alcoholism problems. He drinks a lot of alcohol. And in annual #1, you got to see how that really severed his ties with Green Arrow, and in past issues we've seen interesting story where Killer Croc kind of takes him in and like says as long as he goes to AA, he has a place to live. Very interesting side of Killer Croc, in my opinion. Red Hood, I know, is not like the old Red Hood that we all knew and loved. I mean, he's still Red Hood. He kills people every now and then. He's actually kind of revoked a little bit. He doesn't want to kill. I'm still liking it. I find it a great comic to read. I love the three main characters. I love all the other characters that have been involved in it, like the Alcaste and what was the monsters? I forget the monsters at the beginning of the name. Name escapes me right now. I'll probably leave an annotation describing it. I really enjoyed how they're going for a more sci-fi feel with it, and it's very interesting to see. And with James Tynion now writing, I'm really excited to see where the comic book goes, and I'm really hoping it does well. Definitely an issue I'm going to be picking up every week, or not every week, every month when it comes out. Let's move on to, I guess you would say, a more older title. It's not really old, it's been out a while, but I think they're on issue 7 now. Captain America. This is #1 for Marvel now. I got my start in Captain America. What got me involved in comics was Captain America's first Avenger movie, and then the Avenger movie got me really, like, I wanted to start reading comics. Never picked up any Captain America issues actually until now, and I'm really glad I did, because this is hands down one of my favorite series going on right now. I love the flashbacks to when Steve was a kid, and how he took care of his mother, and you got to see how his father was. It's just so amazing to see. I like the action, and I like the story that's going on right now. The story where he is Arnim Zola takes him to a different dimension, and Steve has stolen one of Arnim Zola's kids. I actually read up to #5 right now. I'm still getting 6 and 7 soon. And then at the end of #5, Arnim Zola takes a kid back, and Steve delivers probably one of the greatest speeches in comic books I've ever read. I am a big story guy. I love the story. I love good speeches in comic books. It's weird. Like, I love when Red Hood, back in the old Batman days, would talk to Bruce and be like, I'm not talking about killing Penguin or Harvey or any of these guys. I'm talking about killing him because he took me away from you. That was one of the most amazing speeches in comic books I've ever read. And Captain America, #5, at the end, when Steve talks about how his father let his circumstances change him, but he won't let his circumstances change him. He's coming back from Sun. I love that speech. It's probably one of the greatest speeches I've ever read, and it made me really like Captain America again. Like, I haven't been a Marvel guy in a while, but a DC guy. Captain America has made me want to start reading Marvel again. Marvel got me back on board with Marvel, just this comic series alone, and some other titles I picked up that we'll go over soon. I like this. I've also read Thunderbolts. I don't have a copy with me right now. I'm gonna try and make some videos on those later. I like Thunderbolts. I like the idea of the anti-heroes teaming up and kind of doing the jobs that no one else wants to do, and really being rough and tough. And it's good comic book. A lot of the characters have great synergy, which is really something you probably wouldn't expect. I mean, you got Thunderbolt Ross, Red Hulk, you have Venom, you have Deadpool, Elektra, and Punisher. You'd imagine they'd all be kind of like hitting heads, where sometimes they do hit heads, but they seem to also know that when it comes down to it, they're all going for the same goal, and it is to kill the bad guys. I really want to read more of that as well. I started reading, I read a little bit of it. A series that's been going on a while that I haven't really read much of, but I would like to read more. The new Venom. I like what they did. I know a lot of people were really against Flash Thompson as Venom. I like it. I think Flash Thompson's a great character, and I think with the Venom symbiote, it makes for a great read. I've read Venom 1 through 5. I really like Rick Remender as a writer. He does a really great job, in my opinion. I mean, I love the Venom, how they really got into how Flash has issues. Like, I love when they get into issues that characters have, and you see Flash's issue with like alcohol abuse and how his father treated him. And in like Captain America #1, you get to see the story of how his father was abusive and died, and it's just really, I like what Rick Remender does. He does a really good job no matter where he's at right now, and probably going to become one of my favorite writers of this day and age. Yeah, I really like what they're doing with Venom, with Flash Thompson. I haven't read some of the newer stuff. Other Marvel titles I'm interested in is Spectacular Spider-Man. I really want to read just to see how Doc Ock Spider-Man does, because Mighty Avengers is coming out soon in September, and I want to read that, but I gotta sit down and read a little bit more and understand how those characters are gonna act together. On the DC side, I really want to sit down and read probably some of the Justice League. I want to start reading Justice League Dark to get ready for Trinity War. If you don't know what that is, leave a comment and I'll go over what it is. I'm not claiming to be a comic book expert, so I'm gonna do the best I can for you guys. I'm really just, 19-year-old kid who wants to share with you guys my love of comic books, and that's what I want to do. But yeah, I really recommend Captain America for Marvel Now, for Marvel. And if you're just a big DC guy, check out Retro and the Outlaws. I know we have, you can get 1 through 7 in a collection. Now we're going to have 8 through 14 very soon in a collection. I know Captain America, you can get 1 through 5. I much prefer having a copy of it than, that art right there just looks so good. I don't know who draws this one, actually. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm pretty sure it's Klaus Janson or whatever. And last but not least, I am going to start a segment on every episode called Oldie But a Goodie. And my oldie but a goodie for this week is Punisher Warzone. I picked this up at a flea market, got 5 issues for $6. I love this cover art, first of all. That's what really, I was like, I want to read that. I've always been a big Punisher fan. I don't know if you can see, I have the Punisher shirt on right now, just kind of casual today. I love what Punisher's, what happens in the storyline. Like, I've only got issue 1 through 5, of course, but I love what I've read. I love, how he's kind of going and infiltrating the Carbonis, thing. And at the end of issue 5, you kind of see how, there's a lot of interesting characters in it so far. Like, you see, have you ever seen the movie Punisher with Thomas Jane, not the newer one? I see how they took aspects from this comic book series and put it in that movie where you got Mickey. There's a famous scene where he takes the popsicle and pokes him in the back and burns the steak, and Mickey's freaking out because he thinks he's burning him alive or something. This is actually in this comic book series, and I love that. I loved reading it, and I loved watching that movie as a kid. So it was really just something that I laughed at reading. Great oldie, but a goodie to pick up. I mean, this right here this cover, the cover like opens and you just see the Punisher logo. That should really just make you want to pick it up right there. But also a great story going on right now. Hoping to read more of these. Gonna get a lot more of these. But yeah, that's really it for this week of Cody's comic book reviews. If you have any comic books you would like me to review, or maybe want me to check in, leave some suggestions for me to read. Like, what do you guys think I should read? I'll read anything, really. I got a job, I get paid a lot, so I'll pick up any comic book I can. Maybe next week I'll do a trade book episode where I talk about some of the best trades I've read. I only have a limited selection of those right now, but I'll expand and I'll get more for later on. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and really fast, check out the Top Hat Dudes podcast. We have 2 now, we're up to 2, and we've been doing a really good job, I think, and we really want to continue more, but we really need more followers, subscribers. So go check us out on Facebook. It's facebook.com/TopHatDudes. Twitter is Twitter Top Hat Dudes as well. Everything's Top Hat Dudes. Check us out. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment any ideas you have for me or for the Top Hat Dudes podcast period. We're always looking for new people to talk about and talk with. If you want to be on the show, message one of us. You find it on Facebook, message us on Facebook, message us on Twitter, message us on YouTube, comment on YouTube. If you want to be on the show, message us, we'll put you on, dude. No problem at all. That really wraps it up for Cody's comic book reviews. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.